Hello, this is the Iron Savage, and this video is going to be on the Aryan, Divian, Vedic Age, and Hinduism. And the Vedic Age was a period of history in the Indian subcontinent where Aryans, after learning how to write, started to document their culture, known as the Vedas. Four of the Vedas were created by the Aryans, covering medical practices to songs and dances. The Aryans moved in south from Iran/Russia and met with a group of people called the Dravidians, which in Sanskrit means southerner, who lived in the south part of India. Dravidians and Aryans would meet and combine gods and stories, which will create Hinduism, and Hinduism is the most prevalent religion in India, with the ideas of being born with virtues. Aryan and Divians were once thought to have met in a bloody way, with the Aryans going on a warpath, conquering everything, taking over the Divians, and the Divians, after being conquered, allowed the Aryans to create a caste system to control the Divians, but this is not believed by historians, though. Hinduism contained gods from the Vedas of the Aryans, and Shiva, the destroyer god, already had monuments in the south before the two cultures met. They kind of morphed their cultures together. I'm not saying they didn't have bloody interactions with each other, they probably did, but their culture morphed with each other to make a new one, and in the end result was Hinduism. And Hinduism developed a caste system, or which is just a virtue system, and the caste system was divided into four parts, with spiritual leaders on top, following by kings or ruling parties, then merchants and farmers, with finally the laborers and artisans at the bottom. Each level of the caste system is good because everyone has a purpose, like the spiritual leader educates and spread Hinduism, with the king tasked to protect the lands from external and internal forces. Merchants and farmers will create and sell goods, and laborers and artists would just work for the society. This system gave people a part in society, and you were good mainly because you were following your function in society. And any that failed in the caste system were impure or bad. Aryans in Sanskrit means pure, so the people wanted to be good. So if you wanted to be Hinduism, you had to follow your role in the caste system. And the caste system also promised that when you die, you're going to be born back into a caste system at a better place, and the people at the top go back to the bottom. And it controls poor people with a promise that they will have a good higher spot in the caste. The ideology would expand with tiers, adding caste and general acceptance of more gods into the culture over time. Over time, creating the virtues, and accepting gods with your own quick ways to assimilate new people into the cultures. But what do you do when new people only have one god? Islam is not the biggest religion in India and Sanskrit, but they denied the caste system, so they are separate.